because that's who he is. He's the God of grace. So I want to draw this to a conclusion and simply say this. Each one of these rules are good rules for you to apply in your home, but they are powerless to have any real significance unless there is power behind them. You can apply the rule of authority in your home, but if you yourself are not fully connected with the authority outside and above you, then you will never be able to do it right. You might be able to apply any of these rules, even the rule about love or the rule about being a refuge from the world, but unless you have found your refuge in someone outside yourself, you can't be a refuge to others. Unless you have found love in someone outside yourself, you can't give love to your family. And unless you know grace and truth, you cannot create a family that is based on grace and truth. And so I'm just going to tell you that unless you have God, you do not have a healthy family. You might have a good enough family. You might have a smooth sailing kind of family, but you do not have a healthy family the way God has created families to work. He is the source of all authority. He is the source of all love. He is the refuge from the world, and He is the source of all grace and truth. And so I want to give you the opportunity right now to just reconnect yourself with God. We're going to take a brief moment of just silence and reflection, and I want to invite you to just bow your heads and close your eyes and ask God this question. Say, God, do I have these things of you in my life? Do I know your grace and your truth? Are you my refuge? Do I have your love? And am I truly submitted to your authority? And I invite you today, if you have never made that commitment of saying, God, I want you to be the Lord of my life, I invite you to do that today. Just as you bow your head, you can say a simple prayer of just saying, God, I don't know what it all means, but I know I need forgiveness. I know I need your strength. And I'm willing to apply these rules to my relationship with you. So would you forgive me and cleanse me and enter my life? And if you want to make that commitment today, I invite you to put the check mark on your card that says, I made a decision for Jesus. And then I want to ask you to go one step further. And at the end of, in just a moment or two, when we have our final two songs, we're going to have our prayer team right by the water fountain outside the exit doors over here. And I want to invite you, if you want to make that commitment today, to go and be with someone from our prayer team and ask them to pray for you. Just say, would you pray for me? For all the rest of you, take this moment, you and God, and maybe jot down a few thoughts on your card or just spend some time in prayer. But let's take advantage of the time right now.